Hey guys, today is St. Patty's Day, hence the green, although it looks a little blue on camera. I've learned 3 things that I did not know. It's not St. Patty with a T, it's St. Patty with a D. I learned that green beer is like offensive for you to ask in Ireland, so don't do it. And then I also learned one other thing. Oh, top of the morning is not something that they actually say. It's top of the morning, something. I am trying to get little man down for a nap. He has been trying to skip the morning nap situation for a while. It used to be he like woke up at 8 and was down by 11, like no questions asked. Even then, like sometimes he would try and go even earlier. He's kind of gotten into a routine of trying his hardest to skip it, and I've learned that he is so good at putting himself to sleep if you just leave him alone. Don't try and go fix the situation, just let him be. He does a wonderful job at falling asleep. The only problem is yesterday, I don't know what happened, but yesterday he went down for a nap and he slept for like 2.5 hours, maybe almost 3 hours. And when he woke up, we went in his room and he had like spit up in his bed and then he had poop in his diaper. I don't know what caused it. I don't know if he ended up getting upset stomach during nap time or what happened, and we're like hoping and praying that he was like sick when he woke up, not like he was sleeping in it. I don't think he was sleeping in it, but it always stresses me out. Anytime he like gets sick or anything, I get totally stressed out. My husband did give him like really thick oatmeal yesterday, and you guys know like oatmeal's kind of been what, if he's gonna be sensitive to something, it usually is oatmeal for some reason. This one he's been getting a lot of spoonfuls of, and it hasn't really seemed to affect him, but yesterday it definitely did. But he didn't like continuously get sick. He just got sick that one time, and it wasn't even like throw up, it was like spit up. I learned that babies his age, they will start spitting up more when they are learning to crawl, which he just started doing. Well, didn't just start, but you know what I'm saying. He's crawling. When they're teething, we all know he's been going through a teething stage this past week, and then also when they start solid food, which he's obviously having more of now, so I guess that'll cause a little bit more spit up than usual. I don't know why I was so stressed out yesterday. Like I had so much anxiety over it, but we still ended up having a really good day. We went shopping and we purchased my desk, so I now have a new office desk. Well, I don't have it here, but we purchased our new office desk, and we purchased our dining room table, both of which I'm super excited to get. We were gonna purchase our sectional for the room I'm in now. They didn't have any good deals going on, and it's not that we're like, we have to have like a good deal, but there's 2 different sectionals that we really like. We fell in love with this type of sectional, and then come to find out that like once we started going to all the stores, like this type of sectional is now becoming super duper popular. So clearly we have good taste. It's kind of like the head kind of like drops back and you can like lift it up or whatever. I don't really know how to describe it. It's different because it'll lay flat. Like this part will lay flat. It's not a recliner anymore. We're gonna get an ottoman instead. I'm not into the recliner anymore. I used to really love recliner sectionals, but I'm not really into them anymore. And not only that, I feel like having my son, I would much rather have like just one big open sectional, because I want to be able to cuddle him on it. I want him to be able to, you know, lay on it, rest on it. I know he's gonna play on it. I think it'll be a little bit more practical for us too, especially because like this one now that you guys have seen, it has like this little like cubby in between, and with the cubby I can't like hold my husband's hand, you know, like we can't cuddle really. I really need to go to Target today. That was like on the agenda. I was literally about to leave the house, and then my son was just getting like way too fussy, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put him down for a nap, or just see. Like as I was changing him to get him ready to go, he was just like crying, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna see if he wants a nap. So sure enough, he did. I gave him yogurt and he literally cried when it was gone. He was obsessed with it.
Hey y'all, like I wish I knew why this happens, but for some reason every coffee place around here, Dunkin', Starbucks, they mess up my order every time. And I feel like I get a basic, super normal order, but I guess I don't. If you are a barista anywhere, let me know if this is not normal. I get a simple vanilla iced coffee with cream. This is like really not working out today. I'm having a day. Oh my gosh. Do not enter. Do not enter. What I was trying to say, it looked like little guy just wanted to get out of the car. He wasn't being mean or anything, no fussing, but he just seemed like he was getting a little bored and wanted to get out of the car. So I was like, you know what? I'll go through the drive-through Starbucks instead of Target, which Target always does an awesome job. So I'll just go through the drive-through Starbucks, get a coffee, and then hit up these stores first because they're closer. Was originally gonna go to Target first, get a coffee, get everything done at Target, then go to Home Goods, then go to Ulta, then go to my mom's house. Decided to do it opposite. Well, that was a mistake. Now I'm going into the wrong parking plazas. Everything is do not enter, everything I'm going in. But I think we're finally on the right way. He first charged me for a latte, which is not the first time that that's happened. And I'm like, 5 something for a nice coffee? And he goes, oh, you want a nice coffee? I'm like, yeah, you repeated it. Like, he repeated my order like twice. They had to remake it for me while I was in there, or while I was there, they remade it for me. Oh my gosh, this place is, oh my gosh, this is like way too much actually. I'm not okay with this. Holy crap. There's a grand opening. I don't think they're having any deals, but for some reason, everyone's freaking out and coming here. Oh my gosh, this is like not working. First charges me for a latte. I correct them, make them give me an iced coffee. When they do, they don't put any vanilla in it, so it tastes like crap. Had to go back and have them fix it, and it still tastes like absolute crap. So I really don't understand why Home Goods is so busy right now. All right. As expected, it was absolutely ridiculous in there. Why am I doing so bad today? I went to Ulta and I bought some Invisibobbles. Now I'm running to Target, and while I'm at Target, I will text my mom and see what she's up to. If they're just chilling at the house, I'll go drop on by.
I did it, you guys. I'm whispering because I'm not taking any chances here. Little man was a little bit tougher to get down tonight, and I knew I was gonna eventually jinx myself because I've been going on and on about how good of a sleeper he is and like how good he is at putting himself down. So I started putting him down probably about 30 minutes ago. We did bath time, we did our whole normal routine. But on the way home, I went out with my parents. I don't even think I told you guys that. So I went out to dinner with my parents, went over to their house after we went shopping and everything today. And we went out to dinner and then came home and everything and just did our normal routine. But on the way home, he went ahead and took a nap. And I'd say nap for maybe 15 minutes tops. But the fact that he did nap for about 15 minutes usually will give him enough like kind of spunk to where he's up for a while. I'm like, still, I have anxiety. You can hear me. I'm like, I knew I would jinx myself with this, but now ever since yesterday of him getting sick in bed, I'm now terrified of him like getting sick when I put him down. So like, I don't like to let him cry it out anymore. And I've been like telling you guys that I never did sleep training, and I think I just kind of did my own version of it. Like, I was always fine with him crying it out to fall asleep, but I was never okay with him like screaming it out. Once he got to like this like certain level, and I've told you guys this before, this level was always like, okay, I'm not gonna let him do that. I will let him cry it out or talk it out or kind of whine it out, but I would never let him scream it out. Tonight he just kept like getting to that level. He would start like he was starting to soothe himself, and then he'd get to this like peak of like a scream, and I was like, okay, I can't let him do that. I don't think it's like healthy for him to scream it out. I don't think that that's like a good habit for him to get into, so I try not to let that happen. So I like to try and help him through it when he hits that level. So I guess I did my own version. It took me going in there a few times. I put him down, he got to like the screaming level, and so I went ahead and I gave him some gas drops, nursed him, and then put him down, came back out here. He did nothing but scream, went back in 5 minutes later, maybe like 7 to 10 minutes later even, went back in there to soothe him. I basically just rocked him at this point. It worked because it definitely calmed him down. He started like drifting, and he has before where he's fallen asleep from me just holding him. It was starting to work, but I think he was still trying to fight it. And then finally I nursed him again and he went down. I don't know if maybe like my anxiety plays a part too, because ever since yesterday, I'm telling you, like I have this like anxiety putting him down because I'm like terrified of him getting sick. I don't know what that's about. And it's not like he got sick, he spit up. I want to make sure everything's okay. I don't know, he could have fed off my anxiety too. But he is now in bed. I am going to tell Hubs we are going to bed early tonight because I am tired, and I'm sure he is too, but I am ready for bed. So I think I told you guys that Bella's been acting weird. She's been acting like super weird. She's peeing in a certain spot in the kitchen, I believe. Again, I'm having to literally pick her up and put her at her food bowl. So I don't know what is going on. I don't know if she injured her paws or what, but she is starting to get a little bit more strength in it, a little more mobile, but I do have to like pick her up to put her at her food because I can't put her food on the floor because the dogs eat it. So I'm having to like put her to her food, which You puppy? This is funny, huh?